Farmhouse Fix Up Part 9, where we are converting our 1870s farmhouse into something we will love. I'm starting this video in the basement because this is just kind of the big deal of the day. We went down there and we had literal standing water, which kind of sucks because that's supposed to be the workout room, so we're going to figure that out at a later day. But Jordan decided to surprise me with 2 windows down there, so we have some natural light, which is awesome. But just to let you guys know, the painting is done in the house and it looks amazing. So I'm just gonna kind of pan through each of these rooms and tell you what we did with each of them, starting with the kitchen. This is Soji white, and the ceilings we did in pure white. In every single room we're doing the trim the same color. Here is the dining room, also in Soji white. All our main areas are going to be in the Soji white, including the staircase here. Here's the living room. I didn't mention earlier that they started hanging light fixtures. There's our awesome fan. Also in Soji white. And then this is Jordan's office. This is Wolfskin. You can see his light fixture kind of at the top of the screen. And then this is our bedroom, also Wolfskin. Look at our fan. That's a $150 fan from Costco. We've got a lot of compliments on it. We love how it looks. Upstairs bedroom, Wolfskin as well. Same fan that was downstairs in our bedroom in there. This is the bathroom. No light fixtures up here yet. Just can lights wherever we needed them. My pantry, I'm obsessed with this color. This is Dried Time. Gotten a lot of compliments on this one as well. Also no light fixture. And then this is our closet. This is alabaster. And then this is my light fixture for the closet. I really wanted a milk glass light somewhere, so I chose our closet. This is our mudroom / laundry room, also in alabaster. I know I was worried about the color alabaster, but you can tell from some of the shots the ceiling is completely different than the walls. And then I waited to show you guys the main downstairs bathroom. There's the light fixture just because I wanted to show you the tile. That is completely tiled, at least the walls are. And then our master bathroom as well in alabaster, and our contractor is there working on our tile. We decided to do picket tile in ours, and it's looking so amazing. And also, just to add to some good news, because we had that bad basement news, they installed our kitchen door, which means siding is done. Look at how good that door looks. And Jordan had them replace that plywood where our hot water heater vent is coming out with cement and rocks. So as I showed you guys in the last video, the shutters are done, but we have to give them like 5 days, Sherwin-Williams said, to completely cure before we put them out in the elements, so they're still in the barn. And on top of that, one of the wash stands, a vintage wash stand we're turning into a vanity, is completely media blasted and ready to be stained and sealed, which I'm excited to do. So I went through and sanded it just to give it a finish sand because it was still pretty rough. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be like super, hard on your hands and kind of splintery and stuff. So here they are sanded. I didn't get to staining them today, but just wanted to show you guys them sanded. So if you guys remember, I had this original door from the house that I had completely stripped, and now it's time to stain it, finally. So I'm taking some early American because I saw this color online and loved it, and testing out a corner of it to see if we were going to like how it looks, wiping it off, and then we compared it to the flooring we have in the house. And we actually really did like it, so I ended up doing the rest of the door. Apparently I only filmed one side of it, but here it is completely done on both sides and drying. Jordan was in the basement tuck pointing. If you don't know what tuck pointing is, it's basically filling in all the gaps between all of the rocks that we have in this foundation, because this is the original foundation. It just kind of helps support it and whatnot and keep the moisture out. So we ended up doing one corner and calling it quits for the day. Ran out of material mostly. And then we started looking at exterior door colors. I thought I was going to love the one on the left, that's Clary Sage, but ended up really loving the one on the right, which is called Retreat. I think it's going to go really well with the yellow siding. And here we are testing out the stain on the other dresser we're turning into a vanity. I picked walnut originally, but it looked too red, so early American is going on this one too. So I ended up doing the first coat of that, and here's how it turned out. So we started this day off with putting a second coat of stain on the top of that dresser we are turning into a vanity, and wiping that off to see how it would look. Here it is compared to the mirror we have in there. It's actually not too bad. I like how it turned out. And then Jordan was like, well, time for us to go in the basement and see how bad it is, because we've been getting a ton of rain today, and here we are. Still water everywhere, kind of worse even, but he was impressed with how his tuck pointing was holding up.
That was good. Yeah.
Anyway, here is the door completely dried. I love the color and how it turned out. And then I went back out in the barn and finished sanding that antique washstand to get it ready to stain. And then here's me wiping it down just to make sure all of the dust is off, as well as all of the parts are sanded down as much as I wanted. Here's our test spot. Love the color, not as orange as it was before, so I went for it and started staining and wiping it all off and everything. The fun little decorative parts on the mirror holder or whatever actually ended up looking really cool. And here's the mirror getting done as well. Here's that antique washstand completely stained and drying out. While that was drying, I decided to do a test spot. You're not going to see this side on the vanity going upstairs with the color. This is dried thyme, which is what's down in the pantry as well. I'm carrying this color throughout the whole entire house. And then here it is with our flooring, and we were really happy with how it turned out and the top. And then Jordan went back the next day and decided, hey, I'm going to do something about this basement. We'd bought some dehumidifiers, and he decided to try and waterproof the basement, which to be honest didn't end up helping. I'm ending this opening shot a little bit early because I want to show you guys the front porch brick is in. They did a border around the outside and herringbone in the middle, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. And not to mention, they finished bricking the living room fireplace. Looks amazing as well. And then the tile is in on the floors in the two kind of guest bathrooms. Look at how good they look. This is such a cool tile. I love that we picked it. And then I showed Jordan, I said, hey, guess what? Look, there's some cut tiles in the other room, and that means they started our master bathroom flooring, which they did. So you'll see here they started doing that, and then the heated floor element is also going in as well under there. This is the only floor that will have a heated floor in it. The picket tile is also done in our master bathroom. It looks amazing. And they also put the fan up in the stairway, which is just going to move some air in those higher ceilings. And then some more light fixtures have gone in. So we are back out in the barn to finish up these two dresser / washstands into vanities. This washstand looks really good, but the top turned a little bit lighter than we were hoping. So I went through with another coat of stain, wiped that off again as well. And then we pulled out the sink that we're putting on here. It looks awesome. And you can see Jordan back here hiding so that I can actually see what it looks like.
Hello?
So we also did the same thing with the dresser. This one looks good as well. And then I went to town to finish painting it. It's looking really good. I love this green. We didn't save it because the wood was kind of in rough shape. So just decided to paint it and only stain the top of it. And then here's what we chose for the mantle in the living room. And then Jordan really liked this one piece. And then we looked at it and said, it's too skinny. We need a different one, but we're going to deal with that a different day. So side note, decided to check out the basement with the dehumidifier, see how it was going. Still kind of wet down there. And just to let you guys know, we did bite the bullet, unfortunately, and put down a deposit to have the whole entire basement waterproof so it doesn't flood again. But here I am back out in the barn painting that dresser again. Just want to make sure we have a good couple coats on it, and then decided to poly the top of it. I'm going to do multiple coats of this. Over to the washstand, also polying here. And then polying the mirror that goes on that washstand as well as that holder for the mirror. So here is everything completed for the day, looking really good. I'm so happy with how all of it's turning out, but then I realized I didn't even get a coat on the drawers. I thought I was done with at least the first coat. So when we got here today, guys, we weren't expecting our cabinets to be in the kitchen, but here we are, and they look so good. The only issue we had was this was supposed to be a 27-inch, and somehow we ordered a 24, so we went to reorder it, and it's going to be until May. We purchased stock cabinets for the island, which is fine because we're painting these green for an accent island. And then they installed our pendant light that's in the dining room, and it looks so good. I love this thing so much. They also started laying the LVP flooring. This is up in the loft, but the only problem is it is laid the complete wrong way. But we love the color. Look at how good that looks from here. And then here they are laying it in our master closet too, still the wrong way, so they ended up having to pull it all back up and redo it. But the tile they had started in our master bathroom is done in the laundry room and the master bathroom as well. It looks so good. I am so glad we decided to go with this one. So a beautiful day on the farm, guys. It was over 80 degrees out, but it was incredibly windy. This video doesn't really do a good job of showing it, but it was blowing everywhere. Today is another day to add some more poly on top of both the dresser and the washstand. So far, they're both looking super good. Starting on this dresser, this is the last coat that I'm putting on. I already did two, so this is the third. And then the washstand, this is the second coat that's going on. Then it was time for another coat on the washstand. I decided to do the top and the back that holds the mirror. And so here's how it ended up. This water-based poly dries so fast, and it looks really good, but you'll notice the drawers, they're not quite dry yet, but I did as many coats as I wanted to. I think I did 2 on there. I then decided to go and check and see what Jordan was doing, and he is using this bug kind of barrier / spray on the house because it's filled with box elder bugs, and spoiler alert, it actually worked super well. So make sure to come back for the next part. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.